Oh, whoa, my goodness. Excuse me, I just was having a drink before I started here tonight, but yeah, focused on Lead the Stampede as my card advantage pick. I've used it a bit in the past, but I like to play a lot of Dinosaurs, and the Great Henge, well, it is pretty great, and I do have a copy of it in the list tonight. I just love the fact that Lead the Stampede for 3 can get me potentially 5 things. I could play the Great Henge, not get anything, if I don't have something to follow up with it. But let me turn that off. 1 second. That's the wrong image. That's the right image. Where is the right image? Could have sworn it was that one. Huh. Should be here somewhere. Oh. Okay, I don't name my things on OBS properly sometimes. Usually it's image 1, image 4. Whenever I try to do something like that. I just thought it would be cool to, well, use the thumbnail as the way to start off tonight. And my goodness, I even forgot to attach the chat. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Do. All right, now we're cooking. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, Lead the Stampede. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them. Put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Excuse me. Basically, I'm using this until we get the Earthshaker Dreadmaw in a week or 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. The Earthshaker Dreadmaw, of course, the new fantastic dinosaur from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. 6/6 trample. When it enters the battlefield, we draw a card for each other dinosaur we control. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward with Lead the Stampede. It's, fairly cheap to draw a bunch of stuff, but sometimes I want to play other stuff in its place. A Wayward Swordtooth for 2, a Marauding Raptor for 1. Maybe it takes up the turn that I play Lead the Stampede, or I just want to play other bodies and I'm not left with enough mana to play it anyways. I want to get ahead with these to maybe meet the requirement of 10 permanents for Wayward Swordtooth. Maybe get some more lands with Topiary Stomper, but the fact that Lead the Stampede can grab any creature is pretty good. Commune with Dinosaurs, of course, is very lovely, and I'll still use it, but I wanted to switch it out and be able to grab the Huntmaster's Xenagos, which is a creature in our hand, even if we don't meet that devotion. So Lead the Stampede could grab this Huntmaster and any other non-dinosaur creature that you have. And certainly, when you have as many creatures as I do starting off, 32, absolutely insane. The main plan really is just to interact with bigger and better bodies and more bodies. And the land count is back up to 23. Oftentimes I have a bunch of stuff. Maybe I would top deck a Great Henge with 1 creature out, Wayward Swordtooth. So the Great Henge is reduced to 4, so I just play it, tap it to gain 2 life, and that's it for the turn. Or I could maybe have those 7, 8 lands, as it sometimes has been. Then I pay 3, and I draw 4 or 5 cards. It is not unheard of to draw 5 cards with this. 5 cards for 3. Even if you draw 3 creatures for 3, that's still absolutely fantastic. You're digging, and you certainly don't need to grab a land if things have gone on a little bit. Sometimes they do. Of course, you want to be as fast as possible. But let's think about all the scenarios, keeping that in mind. Heaven, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. You're going to see a lot of dinos grabbed with this. My, oh my. Lovely, lovely potential. Maybe it doesn't make as much sense. I would imagine, Heaven, you were watching previous times when I have used Lead the Stampede and, of course, Galta Stampede Tyrant. I mean, those both have Stampede in it, so I could see that being good. Galta Stampede Tyrant, the new version of her. When she enters, we can put all creatures in our hand onto the battlefield. That, of course, is absolutely devastating for dinos. If we have Regis or Alpha out, or if Regis or Alpha is one of those creatures in our hand that we put all on the battlefield, everything has haste, if it is all dinosaurs, of course. Oh. The blurred one is your favorite. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I was thinking that, just to differentiate it. If any of you guys are wondering what we're talking about, it's those shorter review videos, one take, no cuts, get as much information jam-packed in there. But just to differentiate it, take the art from the card that I'm talking about, blur it out, put it behind me, just so it's a little bit different. And of course, makes a little bit more sense, especially when I'm wearing the merch sweater. This is black, then a black background. It's not a whole lot of contrast. So yeah, we'll keep it like that. I think I could do at least one a night, now that I've kind of got that down pat. The workflow, the pipeline. But we're getting sidetracked a little bit. Yeah. Lead the Stampede. You're going to be drawing a bunch of stuff when you have 30 plus creatures in the deck. Beautiful. We don't have much interaction, but the interaction we have is with the opponent's face. That's always lovely stuff. Oftentimes, again, we are turning on Wayward Swordtooth. You need 10 permanents. However, when we get the Lost Caverns of Ixalan with the Pugnacious Hammerskull, which I did a little review on, Pugnacious Hammerskull, the same cost as this. It's more powerful, a 6/6. You get to attack and block right away. I mean, it's just like instantly better. Sometimes you're playing an extra land a turn, but not always. So you get to ramp that way, but you also get to ramp a little bit because of the body. You get to reduce Galta, which is lovely. Reducing her by 5, or the Great Henge. Hopefully play this on turn 3. Maybe play a 4th land. Great Henge is reduced to 4. You play it the following turn and you pop off from there. Oh, absolutely. And I could do a review on maybe a commander dinosaur deck, even though I don't do that all the time. It's not my favorite, but it's not like I don't like it. But yeah, I just love this. Absolutely. Mill decks. Mill decks are going to be rough. Yeah. Oh my. Now we got options to combat that. But otherwise, everything is basically the same. The big scary dinos, Tyrannosaurus Rex, I upped a copy because, well, I just wanted to see it a sliver more. I kind of like 3 copies and 3 copies, but I felt like we'd jam-pack that space there. Especially because I trimmed almost all the copies of the Great Henge, trimmed all the copies of Commune with Dinosaurs. I didn't want to leave even more non-dino stuff in the deck that Lead the Stampede couldn't grab, maximizing its potential. Kind of like Collected Company, where you want a critical mass of creatures with a mana value 3 or less. You pay 3 and a green, instant speed. Look at the top 6 cards and you can choose up to 2 creatures with mana value 3 or less. Put them onto the battlefield. Oh, lovely. Mill decks in standard, though, not so lovely. But yeah, still 4 copies of Galta. Chances are, again, I am playing her for cheap. Wayward Swordtooth, 5 power. Topiary, 4 power. Beautiful. Hopefully we get to see Xenagos again tonight. I have been missing my good buddy, my good kind of, sort of card advantage. If you're doubling something that can't be killed or countered, it's like you have 2 of them. I always like to think of it in different ways. Land-wise, still the same. 4 Castle Garenbrigs, 6 basics in total. Definitely seems to be the sweet spot. 5 or 6. I wouldn't go less than 5 because you might draw some. Topiary Stomper, could be grabbing some. and pretty quickly. You won't have any basics to grab, and that's going to feel extra bad. You're going to feel very sad. So 6. Just enough that you don't have too much, and you still have a little bit of room for dual lands to keep things super duper consistent. Rockfall Vale, I have loved a single copy of this. Chances are when we draw it, it's at least going to be the 3rd land entering untapped. Rootbound Crag, 1 or 2 copies. We got a lot of forests and mountains, and either we see a basic land, or we see Stomping Ground, or we see Topiary. Any of those things is going to be the land type, or Topiary is going to grab a mountain or a forest. That's going to have Rootbound Crag enter untapped. Beautiful, beautiful. Sideboard wise, back to nature. Hurt those enchantment decks where you would basically not have a chance against anyways. Pretty straightforward. Tranquil Frill back in. It's a creature, it's a dino, it hates on a lot of stuff. I must admit, I have been enjoying it quite a bit. Sometimes it's hard, you don't want to see it early, you don't want to play it for 3 when you don't even have an extra green to do one of its abilities. Usually that doesn't happen, but sometimes it is, it's a little awkward. It may be your only play, but you want to wait to play it until the following turn when you have an extra mana. Nah, not so fun, but still, one of the best Swiss Army knives. It's nice to have Graveyard Hate on a dino, pretty cheap, good against aggro, gain 4 life, have a good 3/3 body that can probably trade with a lot of stuff. Bouncer's Beatdown, while I didn't say I have no interaction, it's just not starting out. I've been facing a lot of black stuff. Maybe that's going to scare it away having this in. Of course, it's not as diversified as some, but I'm not going to worry about sweepers. We're going to have lots of big bodies, as is sometimes the case. We just barf so much that a deck with smaller things, they can't handle it. We just overpower them. Especially if we turn on Wayward Swordtooth or Topiary. And sometimes those aggressive decks, doesn't matter anyways. We can't beat them with a sweeper. We're not too fast, or they stabilize or something, or it does feel awkward. I want to go fast. I want to play Hunt Master and Marauding, but those would die to the sweeper that I bring in. It's not always a problem. Definitely. You can play around it. If you know you're going to play the sweeper, you might hold off on these, but then maybe the opponent doesn't play as many creatures as you were hoping, so you kind of wasted a little bit of a turn when you could have played these, just kept going forward with that plan, and just beat them up that way. I then used the sweeper as a backup, but Bouncer's Beatdown. Yeah, facing a lot of black stuff. If we target a black permanent, it costs 1 green. Greasefang, that's good. Take him out. Instant speed, exile. Greasefang can't come back. And we can target a Planeswalker too. Liliana of the Vale, see you later. Shieldred, see you later. For 1 green. 1 green, we get to exile her. I must admit, whenever I've used this, it's been lovely. Of course, Shieldred has 5 toughness. What creature early has 5 power? Wayward Swordtooth. If we're not at 10 permanents, you still get to make a benefit of this thing being as big as it is. That's lovely. I mean, it could be Hunt Master on turn 2. Turn 3, you play your 3rd land. You play Wayward Swordtooth for 2. You have 1 left over. Bouncer's Beatdown for a single green. Oh, that is good stuff. It's not the most aggressive thing, but if you can take out Shieldred for a single green and not lose your own creature because of Death Touch, I like it. I like it. Yeah, creatures or planeswalkers, that's going to help shore up the black matchup quite a bit, or any other matchup. If I really want the interaction, I could bring it in. 3 mana in total if we don't target a black permanent. That's still pretty good, especially if we have such powerful things. 3 mana to basically destroy a creature or a planeswalker. It's not the worst of the worst case scenarios that it could be. And shifting, finishing things off. Maybe I'll finally face Mono Blue Spirits or Azorius Spirits again. It's still been quite some time, but of course it is kind of recent. after the season reset, which just happened. So we face a little bit of weird stuff, I must admit. Uncommon things as we start to climb back up. Yeah, we'll get right into it. Oh, if you are new here, well, strap yourselves in. There's going to be a lot of fun little clips. Like, what should I do? Oh, Ruthless Aggression. Let's start off with the absolutely classic.
Ruthless Aggression!
This, of course, can be a very ruthless list. Carnage Tyrant, Trainix Rex. You might think one is enough, but you draw both. You make sure you get the job done. Don't leave it up to just barely lethal. Maybe the opponent has removal. They have some lands untapped. They're going to stop you, and then you have to try and beat them again. It might not matter, but it could matter in quite a few cases. Can't quite kill them. Can't quite kill them. Or you have to kill them that turn, otherwise they're going to sweep you next turn. Just barf as much as you can. Make sure you get the job done. Don't leave anything up to chance. Fortunately, playing first this hand's not good. Not at all. Maybe if I was on the draw, I'd probably see 3 lands. Wayward Swordtooth is 5 power, reducing Galta quite a bit. But no. Oh! Wow, that got infinitely better. We'll send Trainix Rex to the bottom. We got 4 copies of Trainix Rex, so a very good chance to see it, or one of the 3 Carnage Tyrants. And it's very nice to have the 4 lands. We hit our land drop for the first 4 turns at the very least. Beautiful. And we have the 2 cost reducers. I couldn't ask for much better, other than not mulliganing. Maybe Mono Green Devotion. Don't really need more lands, but Mono Green Devotion is the best chance for us to do our thing, because they don't interact too early. Oh, we got a Stomp. Stomp, maybe? Oh, no Stomp. Well, Lead the Stampede it is. Look at this. Bang, bang, boom. We got 3 cards. We paid 3. We drew 3. I'm going to try attacking and see what happens. Oh my, that is devastating. Do you like paying 3 to draw 3? We would have had to pass up Huntmaster. If there was... Oh! Jund land destruction. Well, I was saying about seeing wacky stuff because we're so low. Certainly something I would never really expect, but we got a bunch of lands in hand. This is going to be pretty good. I'm thinking. Yeah, hold on a sec. Almost did that wrong. Huntmaster first, reducing Wayward to 1. And then we can play the 4th land, Marauding, boom, maximum reduction. That's what you want. Give that Marauding Haste, do a touch more damage, and if they don't do too much, it's going to be bad. If they do another Rubble Reading, we've got the cost reduction, which is kind of like Ramp. Well, it is Ramp. It's better Ramp, because you could play multiple things in a turn. Hopefully they don't have a sweeper. They have 2 sources of red. Now, we're good. We can easily still play Carnage Tyrant. We're laughing. You know what they say about land destruction decks?
It's a trap!
Sometimes they do scary stuff. Maybe the opponent is hoping I concede because it's not fun to play against. It definitely isn't. But if we stick to early things, as you see, we'll just get the job done. Have some fun. Play Marauding Raptor for 1. Carnage for 2. It's not very often that I get to play Carnage Tyrant for 2 green. Of course, it has that lovely 6 toughness. Don't have to worry about Llanowar Elves, excuse me, trading with it. Maybe it will trade with the Marauding Raptor. That is okay. Yeah, we taught him a lesson. Made him call the ambulance a little bit too late. Maybe they're going to concede. Oh, Hulking Raptor. Definitely Hulking Raptor. I think I'll do the video after I'm done the stream tonight. 2 and 2 green, a 5/3, Ward 2, at the beginning of your first pre-combat main phase. The phase where I'm usually playing dinosaurs because they have haste and I want to attack with them. We add 2 green. So I play Hulking Raptor. Am I up by 2? Maybe for a few turns, because the Ward 2 paying an extra 2 to target it. I would think it lasts at least 1 cycle until it comes around to us again. Ooh. It's probably that. Is Hulking Raptor kind of like an extra land or 2 if it sticks around often enough? Of course, that is the question. But yeah, I think Heaven, it's definitely... Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's so many exciting ones, but certainly Hulking Raptor. There are other colors, which is lovely stuff. Dinosaurs have the potential for that. We've got a black, or we might have 2 black dinos, 1 blue dino, but we at least have a dinosaur in every color, I'm pretty sure. However, land destruction. Tyrannosaurus Rex, we can trim that. We want cheap stuff that we can play, especially if they're going to be destroying a lot of things. Switch Tyrannosaurus Rex with shifting. Of course, this is quite a bit less than T-Rex, and it's not like we have to think about it too much. Lower the curve, get the bodies out, get the job done. I'm pretty sure there's a white... Yeah, there's a white dino. Yeah. Yeah, there is, yeah. I just think it's cool that dinosaurs could be in any of the colors. That's pretty special for a particular creature type. Yes, definitely Jund dinos. Temur. I think they'll be... Well, they'll print more. They'll be able to print more just because they can be in colors. Maybe they can squeeze them in certain sets where you might not think they would fit. Just because it could be this black dinosaur on some plane for whatever reason. But do I like this? I'd keep it if I had 3 lands, of course. But they are going to be destroying lands, and I don't... You know what? I like it. I think there's a good chance we'll draw some more. There we go. Alright. Huntmaster for 2, Wayward. Play a bunch. And hope they don't have a rubble reading too soon. I imagine it's coming up next turn. Hopefully that's not the case, though. It's going to be painful. No rubble reading. Uh-oh, stomp. A fiery impulse. Also, not so great. Rubble reading now, perhaps. I think it's not quite over yet. I guess that's basically all the deck is. Rubble reading. They have black, so perhaps Casualties of War for 2 and 2 green and 2 black. 6 in total. They can destroy an artifact, an enchantment, a land, a creature, and a planeswalker, I think. Wrathful Raptor. Yes, Joshua, absolutely. Hopefully my Raptors and my Swordtooths and my Tyrants are going to be scary enough, but it does not seem to be the case. Although we did get the Great Henge. Is it going to be too little too late? Hopefully we draw another land next turn. Then we can play it for 4. Infernal Gasp. We're not coming back from this. Well, maybe. I'll still play the Shifting Ceratops for 5. This is 5 power, Wayward is 5 power. It's the same reduction for the Great Henge. Hopefully they don't have another Infernal Grasp. Or something removal based. There's just too much to be pumped for. It's hard to say the absolute top pick, but if I had to, it would be that Hulking Raptor there. Oh, fighting. I think they're going to fight. They got some fight spell. That's rough. Primal Might. No. Oh, hey. Oh. they didn't attack. Oh, they didn't attack, folks. Oh, phew. Hopefully they don't have artifact destruction. I feel that's going to be the case. We'll hold that shifting back. Just in case we draw Galta. Oh, waking the trolls. Oh boy, that's not so fun. Okay, but okay, never mind. We're good. We're looking good. We can play Marauding. Beautiful stuff. Topiary for 2. You know what? We'll go Topiary for 2. See what we draw. It could be a land which I can play, and then I can play Wayward and draw a card, and maybe it's another land. And you get the idea. Sometimes it gets out of hand with the lands. We're at 10 permanents. Pretty fantastically and easily. We're attacking. Maximum aggression. It is a little bit unfortunate that Marauding Raptor didn't have haste, but a more combo toolbox. Yes, Forerunner of the Empire, absolutely. Dinosaurs can do everything, so with Forerunner, being able to search for a dino and put it on top, that does the trick. It does look fun again. Oh, excuse me. Oh boy. Yeah, I must admit, Forerunner, beautiful. Especially for that reason. Needletooth Raptor, 3 in a red for a 2/2, and rage whenever it's dealt damage. You can deal 2 damage or 5 damage to target creature. It enters, Forerunner pings it for 1, boom. 5 damage, you take out Shieldred. Any number of painful things. I say we just do Carnage Tyrant. Use up all available mana. Make sure we use up all the mana. Lead the Stampede going to be extra devastating. We'll just attack with all that. Okay, they make a number of 4/4 trolls with trample equal to the difference. Okay, 4 trolls, that's not bad. That's not bad. We got lots of creatures in hand. We have at least 5 mana, possibly 6 if we draw a 4th land. It is annoying, I must admit. We're never going to turn on Topiary Stomper this game, I think, as they keep destroying it. We could play Xenagos next turn, possibly, if we get a source of red. Oh boy. Let me think. Kind of like Wayward Swordtooth. It's a little bit cheaper. We could draw a land, play Lead the Stampede, or we could just play Galta, boom. Man, that is devastating. I like it. 2 things at least have to block Carnage Tyrant. Let's do it. Trade. You know you wanna. But, yeah, Dinosaurs, definitely a thing. Oh. Another Waking the Trolls. My, oh my. At least we're still getting the job done.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Bonehorde Dracosaur. I mean, I never would have guessed, though, that we would get a Dinosaur Dragon. Whew. 5/5 first strike, card advantage, flying. Love it. Definitely something that exiles or something that is an actual draw. Commune with Dinosaurs could be a lovely thing. 1 green, you look at the top 5 and you put 1 into your hand. You don't actually draw 1. So yes, that is very applicable. 100%. Smack them with Infinite Polyraptors. And Ronus. I guess the question is, which Ronus? God Eternal Ronus. The 1 for 5, when it enters, you double the power. I think the power and toughness of each creature you control. It might be just the power. Or the actual Ronus, the Indomitable. The 1 for 2 and a green, 5/5. Can't attack or block unless you control another creature with at least 4 power. Both of them are very, very lovely. They should call an ambulance, I guess. Yeah. It is always awkward. However, the 2/2 on Needletooth Raptor. Let's take a little bit of a look at that. I've loved Forerunner with Marauding for this thing. This exact reason. Forerunner pings Needletooth first. And then Marauding pings it afterwards. So you get 2 instances of 5 damage on 2 different creatures. Maybe you cast Needletooth for 3, but you could be casting Needletooth for 2 if it's reduced by 2 with 1 Huntmaster, 1 Marauding. Then you go Forerunner on turn 3 as well. Or Forerunner on turn 4. Needletooth, that sort of thing. But you get the idea. Yeah. Forerunner pings first, and then Marauding pings 2 instances of 5 damage. That's pretty devastating. Pretty good removal. Pretty cheap as well. I love it. Yeah, most black decks, absolutely. Shieldred's Edict, though, is it's pretty rough. I always hate when I face more than 2. Sometimes I face like 4, and painful. Indomitable, yeah. Indestructible. Death Touch. Absolutely wrecks her. It's pretty easy to get a creature with 4 power in, well, a lot of decks, but especially Dinosaurs, of course. I'm just happy they don't run the whole playset. Maybe I've been a little bit unlucky sometimes facing decks where it's more than 2 Shieldred's Edict. Or they split it up. They start off with a few, they have a couple in the sideboard if they're facing anything scary. Certainly they bring it in for game 2. If they see the Carnage Tyrant, they're like, oh no, I need that, or else I have no chance. Although they have Liliana of the Veil, which would make us sacrifice a creature. But I would hope to have other smaller stuff as well. Court of Calling. I got to do something with Court of Calling, I must admit. I've been sleeping on that a little bit. Although I imagine Court of Calling maybe isn't the best thing for Dinosaurs. You probably want a ton of super duper cheap creatures, tokens, and whatever. You tap them all, you search for something nice. However, this hand is not nice. 1 land, 2 Galtas. That's possibly turn 3 Galta, turn 2 Marauding, turn 3 Wayward Swordtooth. We can play 2 lands on turn 3. We can be at 4 lands in total, but we spent 2 on Wayward, so we have 2 left that we could use to pay for Galta. Hope for that. We'll send the mountain to the bottom. Keep everything nice and slick. Don't want to be messed up. If everything is completely reduced, okay. Well, at least the Blood Crypt is tapped. We don't have to worry about Fatal Push or, well, maybe now. Either way, I should be playing something next turn. Oh, Huntmaster survived against Rakdos. Oh, we got it. Oh.
Ruthless aggression.
Yes. Whoa, look at this. Strap yourselves in. This is what it's all about. Maximum cost reduction. Wayward for 1, Stomping Ground for 2, Galta 2. Oh boy, pay it 2 life. Get the 2 green. Dead. Watch out, folks. Boom. Gotcha. Thumbs up. I did it. I did the turn 3 hasty Galta. Wow. Don't think that happens often. That basically never happens. I'm just happy it happened live. Finally. Yeah, they're scratching their head. What the heck? That's the best It's Magical Christmas land. Yeah, you should concede.
Ruthless aggression.
I think ruthless aggression was called for a little bit extra there, because everybody says, oh, turn 3 Galta is so much fun. Turn 3 Hasty. That's where it's at. Absolutely huge. But again, that's not going to happen often. That might not happen for weeks. You could play 50 games, 50 matches, because everything has to work out perfectly. I even mulliganed and still got it. Exactly. Oh, the slap is absolutely powerful. Almost as hard as Galta slapping that opponent. It is pretty funny, I must admit. All they played was a measly Blood-Tithe Harvester, and then I played that. And they cried. They cried in Shieldred. But it is Rakdos mid-range, I think. We didn't see a cat or a witch's oven. I don't think it's Sacrifice. But I do like Tranquil Frillback. That's pretty good. I don't imagine Galta is going to be happening too much. I'll trim basically all the copies. You know, maybe we get to play her, but chances are they're going to kill a lot of our stuff, so maybe we won't get a player. Trim some T-Rexes a wee bit. Trim all of them. Get that Bouncer's Beatdown in. Trim a Hunt Master. That's the easiest thing to get killed with, from Blood-Tithe Harvester. Excuse me, -2/-2 with 1 blood token out, or the Bone Crusher Giant with Stomp for 2 damage. 1 copy. Alright. Still lots of stuff, but the Tranquil Frillback against Rakdos midrange can be very good. You get to pay a green to destroy Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That's nice. And you pay an extra green to exile their graveyard, so you don't have to worry about Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger, coming back. This hand, though, lovely. 3 lands. We got 2 Tranquil Frillbacks. We got 4 lands. Bouncer's Beatdown. Couldn't ask for too much better. Probably if we had a 2-drop, there's a good chance it would have died. But it does seem like, I guess it is Rakdos Sacrifice with the Unlucky Witness. Usually that's the case. A cheap thing, whenever it dies, they exile the top 2 cards until their next end step. Okay. Well, we have lots of big creatures that do have trample, so don't worry. All is not lost. I'll wait to play that first Frillback, but like I said, look, it is a little bit awkward. Frillback is the only play that we have, but we want to at least have an extra green. If we played it, maybe it would just die. Maybe it would get stolen by Claim the Firstborn, and then sacrifice to the Witch's Oven, and nothing would happen. We could play it and it could trade with the Blood-Tithe Harvester, but I still think something would happen to it. I would like to take out that Witch's Oven, though. We're going to be doing that. No cat, no Mayhem Devil shenanigans, or at least less Mayhem Devil shenanigans. See if they have some sort of removal. Maybe they'll sacrifice that blood token with their red mana and then Fatal Push with the Swamp. Or they have Fatal Push in their hand and now they're going to kill it. At least an oven is gone. That is the main thing. But, well, there you go. That's alright. We got the benefit. And going down to 8 is it's kind of rough. Play that Mayhem Devil. Okay. I mean, that's going to be a little problematic. Attempting to make us discard multiple cards a turn. Oh, making 2 devils. Interesting. Well, we got quite a few options. Marauding for 2. Tranquil for 2. Bouncer's Beatdown to take out one of the Obnixiluses. Omnixili, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. I won't pay anything. And I'll save that Bouncer's Beatdown for something that they might do. Okay, well, we'll kill the one they haven't activated. That's where it's at. I'm going to decline. 6, maybe I'm okay with. They don't have an oven, they don't have Mayhem Devil. Maybe we'll be alright. I like seeing the Karplusan Forest. I probably could have discarded that. I like to Lead the Stampede. I want lots of mana for Lead the Stampede, so I want to keep Karplusan. And Xenagos, I mean, that is... Oh, that's lovely stuff. That's not so lovely. But... is Carnage Tyrant lovely enough to help us do good things? I think so. Let's give her a shot. We'll leave that Tranquil Throwback back. It wouldn't be getting through anywhere. Those devils would probably double block it. Now the question becomes, I don't want to. I'm not going down to 4. That's for sure. Do I like getting rid of Xenagos or Lead the Stampede? It's going to be Xenagos. I would like to play it in double Carnage Tyrant, but I wouldn't want to attack with Carnage Tyrant because they're not low enough that I would threaten to kill them. Maybe if they were at 10 or 12. We could draw the Great Henge next turn, play that for 2, go Lead the Stampede, still have a little bit of mana left over. Be in a pretty good position after that. Tranquil Throwback would be good to take out that Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, well, it's still a bunch of mana. Yeah. I was just double checking that. I couldn't go Castle Garenbrig's ability and also play this. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Hard to top. Yep. Pay 3, draw 4. That's good. If it was the Great Henge, I would have just played it and gained 2 life. I think that would have been a little bit worse. I think we kind of have to wait. I would like to attack Obnixilis. You know what? We can discard Marauding Raptor when they do its ability. I'm okay with that. We'll keep Tranquil Throwback because we want to get rid of Fable, gain some life, exile their graveyard. Interesting. Well, I gotta block everything for sure. They'll send a little bit towards Huntmaster and Throwback with maybe Mayhem Devil's ability, or they just kill us. We're at 4. They can sacrifice at least 2 permanents, I think. Okay, well that tends to do the trick. 4 damage, exactly lethal. The darn Mayhem Devil. Bouncer's Beatdown would have been lovely stuff. Taking out the first one while that second one was on the stack. That's okay. We have a good thing that can help against this painful deck. Yeah. Right. Keep it like that. I won't bring in any more copies of Galta because, again, it's very cool to get turn 3 hasty Galta, but don't bet on it. But you might as well have that possibility. Every so often you get to do something so incredibly powerful. It's worth mentioning, but not mentioning a lot, because it doesn't happen a lot. Yeah. Pretty neat, though. Yeah, we'll do it. We don't have a turn 1 play, so Castle Garenbrig can be the first land there. Lovely stuff. We'll have enough for the first marauding. If they have a Thoughtseize, we got a backup. If they have a Fatal Push, we got a backup. 3 lands. I would hope to at least draw another 1 or 2 by the time we get to Regisaur Alpha. Excuse me. I'm just going to play a bunch of maraudings. If they kill some, that's alright. I'm going to play multiples in a turn, which would lock me out, but they're going to be killing them, so. Now, if you have a bunch of copies of the early thing, just do it. Well, Huntmaster it is. Maybe they don't have another Fatal Push. They do. They do. That's all right. They don't. Oh, or perhaps they're saving it. Or a stomp. Claim the Firstborn, sacrificing it to the treasure thing, the one in the black. A Deadly Dispute. Don't know why I keep forgetting that. At least they only have 1 treasure. That's alright. I hope. Oh, nope. They're getting rid of maybe Tranquil Frillback. Oh, they don't like Carnage Tyrant. Well, it's a good thing I have more copies. Kroxa, that's not too bad. Regisaur Alpha, you know what? Marauding it is. We could potentially draw. You know what? I think they might kill the Marauding we have, and then we'd be out of range of Regisaur, possibly. Yeah. If I knew that Marauding was going to stick around, I'd maybe bet on drawing a 4th land and be able to play Regisaur. Oh, well, that's good too. Alrighty. Pay that 2 life. Marauding for 1. Tranquil for 2. And then Marauding for 1. We want all these bodies to stick around. Both Marauding Raptors didn't start out the turn. I can't attack with both of them. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, Kroxa. You're out of here. See ya. Phew. Hopefully that buys us a little bit of time. Would have liked to gain the life, but we'll just play this extra one. Just get lots of bodies. Hope they don't have a sweeper, which I don't think is super duper common. You never know. Of course, that cat would probably block this. Make as much use out of this 6 mana as possible. Or the 6 power, I should say. Pretty sure they'll kill 1 Marauding. Hopefully they do, and I'm not locked out of playing another Regisaur Alpha. Okay, just land. I guess if they play another Kroxa, I don't want to discard the land and take 3 damage. That's not fun. They can make Hive of the Eye Tyrant, so I kind of want to be wary of that, but I would imagine Hive of the Eye Tyrant trades with a Marauding, which I want them to trade with. That's good, because then the opponent would break my own Marauding Raptor lock. Perhaps. Ooh, tooth. Oh. Look at that. They got 2 Thoughtseizes. We have nothing. It doesn't get better than that, other than a mono green devotion player getting 2 mana dorks with Storm the Festival. Oh, extra sweet. Yeah, enough lands at this point. Come on, trade with him, Marauding. You know you wanna. Do it. Okay, that's also a little rough. That's okay. Where's Tranix Rex when you need it? I kept Tranix Rex in, I think. pretty sure. Okay, Bouncer's beatdown to take out the cat. Very good. Okay, I appreciate that, Joshua. I'd always wondered about the actual chances of that, but it's very cool to see it. 0.6% chance. Wow. We do get a takeout Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Pretty nice. We don't take it out in one hit, but it is going to die. So that's extra nice. Yeah, 0.6, so I'm glad some of you guys were here to witness it live. It made it all that much better. Oh yes, Eldrazi Mimic. I think the frilled one, the one with the rainbow thing that copies stuff, or Eldrazi Mimic bounces something. I'm not too versed in the Eldrazi. I don't know. They're very powerful, I know that much. Don't need another Bouncer's beatdown, that's for sure. Where is Tyrannix Rex? I imagine the odds of not seeing a Tyrannix Rex yet in the top quarter of a deck is also pretty low. Maybe not 0.6%, but pretty neat. Belligerent Yearling. Oh, yes. Now, oh, man. That being 12 power when we play Galto or whatever other thing that is also pretty big. Very nice as well. Oh, we need something next turn. We didn't need another land. Too little, too late. Sadly, that's going to be lethal. They'll sacrifice one of the cats. It'll re-enter. We'll go down to 4. They'll attack with the 4 1/1s and get her done. Yeah. That's how she goes. Yeah. You got to see turn 3 Hasty Galta. So tonight overall is a win because that'll basically never happen. And especially against a pretty regular, well-known deck with Rakdos Sacrifice. Of course I could trim some copies of Galta. Go down to 4 just because that is a possibility. Turn 3 Hasty Galta doesn't mean you maybe want that much, but I can easily play her again for cheap. Get her down. If they kill her, you play another copy you had in hand, or you draw another copy because you have a bunch overall in the deck, and then you can easily replay her. But you play one, they kill her, then you're feeling pretty sad perhaps because you were wishing you might have had more. At least one more. At least 2. 2 would be good. I like it. Even though it is 2 copies of Galta, we got 4 lands, Lead the Stampede. There's a good chance we'll draw something for cheap, something for 2 or 3 by turn 3. But if we don't, we get to go with this to grab the cheap stuff that we still hadn't seen yet. Mono red, something. But there is Topiary Stomper, like I was saying. By turn 3, we'll see something for 3 or less. Usually it works out that way. Okay, mono red burn. Skewer the critics coming in hot. Perhaps. Oh yeah. It scares people away, I think, seeing how costly she is, but once they experience lots of instances where she is cheap, and then you clue in, I could have more copies because I play her for cheap, and then I can replay another copy for cheap. So it's not as bad as maybe it might seem. Yeah, Topiary, hopefully that's going to be fast enough. We get to play Regis or Alpha next turn, which is good. We could play Carnage Tyrant. Because of Castle Garen Break, we get to make 6 green. We got a lot of options here. They're not going to use Reckless Rage on Topiary's Stomper, that's for sure. Hopefully they do. That'd be fun. Although I think both those cards go away. Okay. They weren't going to make use of it anyways. They only had one thing to target. They had 1 mana. Might as well take it out, but if they had other options they could have done, I probably would have done that. Because we're only at 4 lands. We still need 3 more to get to the 7 total to start attacking and blocking with Topiary. Blow the whistle. Call a timeout on this deck because it is pretty scary and aggressive. But Regis or Alpha being 2 bodies is pretty good. A 4/4 and a 3/3. Maybe that'll scare away some of their aggression. Or it just eats up, some of their resources. Some of that damage is not sent straight to our face. Buy ourselves a little bit of time. That's the plan. I would imagine Regis or Alphas may be alive, but hopefully they just play... Ugh, that thing's getting big. Alright, not too bad. Recast something for 2. Reckless Rage. Then maybe they have something for the token. Oh, they got something for the token. They must. Oh, okay. Whoa. Bolt Bend, absolutely, Joshua. I've used Bolt Bend before. Maybe you saw some of the clips, or maybe we were talking about it before. But yeah, one time I used the Bolt Bend to turn around an Ugin Spirit Dragon. It's +2 to deal 3 damage to any target. Oh, that was divine. I'm just going with Marauding. Oh, all of them. What am I thinking? Okay. I'm used to not being able to grab all the creatures. That's good. I paid 3. I drew 3. Once again. Oh, yes. I was thinking. Yeah. Bolt Bend. Lovely potential. Very easy to meet that 4 power requirement. Oh, I could watch it all day. Picture perfect. Okay, yeah, we got a 2/3. That's pretty nice. Spike Field Hazard. Okay. Marauding is still alive. We're down to 8. Marauding still gets that cost reduction on... Oh, okay. We got to do a bit of math here. We can get Galta. Castle Garenbrig for 6. Carnage Tyrant for 5. We have even extra left over. That's what you want. There you go. Hopefully that's enough to get the job done. Make use of Marauding Raptor's temporary power. It sits at 1 because of the -1/-1 counter, so I'm going to do that, especially because I have so many big bodies. We should be okay, even if they have some damage-based stuff that is now turned into -1 counters with the Soulscar Mage here. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a creature an opponent controls, you put that many 1/1 counters on that creature instead. Usually it's very rough. Oh, devastating. Phew. See, you don't need a sweeper against mono red. You just gotta slap down good bodies. Or 2-for-1s. That's gonna really make their head spin. A 4/4 and a 3/3 can be pretty scary there. I'm just glad I took out the Dreadhorde Arcanist. But we're trimming T-Rex. We're trimming all the... No, not all the Galtas. Very scary. Absolutely. mono red wizards, or is it wizards red and blue? I know is it wizards in historic. Very, very nasty. Or it's also modern, I think, too. Modern is it wizards, I believe, is devastating. Especially with the Flame of Anor, I think it is, from the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth. Yikes. But we want Tranquil Frillback. It could take out one of their enchantments, gains us 4 life, and it's a creature to trade likely with most of their creatures. Very, very good. Oh, is it? It is everywhere. It is pretty good. Yeah, Shifting Ceratops. Ultima Xenagos. I want to keep 1 copy of the Queen. That's the dream. Is it Phoenix? Sometimes I face Is it Phoenix. That is actually pretty popular in Pioneer. Not so much in Explorer for whatever reason. With the reprinting of Sleight of Hand for 1 blue, look at the top 2, something like that. But Phoenix got better in Pioneer. Hey, Pterosaurus, how's it going? Watching on the computer for the first time. Oh, what do I have for that?
Dang! Oh!
Yeah. Cinderglade, that's pretty good. Seemed like a pretty reasonable hand. Certainly got a lot better with that 3rd one, so I'm feeling pretty confident. Yes, yes. Sometimes I play the lemon, and I remember that one time I was playing the Falling Lemon. That was much loved. Maybe the opponent's attitude has soured after we took him down in that first game. I don't think Marauding Raptor is sticking around. Oh, loves those lemons. Again, actually, speaking of something also pretty cool. Oh, our chances are crashing and burning. Psh. Hopefully not. Of course, I would imagine they're buffing just about anything. Spikefield Hazard for 1 to at the very least take Marauding down to only needing 2 damage dealt. I'm going to take it because I really need that cost reduction, I hope. Oh boy. Phew. Hopefully they don't have anything for shifting. They only have 1 card left. Alright, hold that Marauding back. Okay, it seems like maybe they... maybe they just drew something that can target it. Not fun. But maybe they only have 1 thing that can target something. It's a land. Oh. Huh. Burning Hands. That's pretty bad. You don't want to attack with that etching. Good stuff, good stuff. At the very least. We're only taking 5. Of course, we're pretty low at this point. It is going to be rough. We have to take the 2, I feel, just to get Regisaur down. Now we got 3 bodies, and we're not attacking. We're not quite dead yet, but I would imagine basically we are. Den of the Bugbear pretty much does us in. Or Play with Fire. Any number of things we're done for. I've won from worse situations, though. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, not quite. Let's not get too worried, you know. Go down to 3. Math. 1, 1, 1. And we're at 1. Are they dead? Oh, I don't think it's quite enough, but Regisaur, haste on everybody. Oh, I didn't do the math. What's going on?
Inevitable.
You saw how quick I did that. I didn't do the math. No one has time to do the math. Math is for blockers. Yeah. Man, that's pretty cool. We got a lot of good examples so far tonight. Well. Were they at 20? I don't even know. But look what can happen. I said I've come back from worse situations. Swept the wizards with their own broom. Absolutely. Now you get to see what you can do. When your back's against the wall, don't get worried. You have a Regisaur, you play another one, you got a lot of bodies, you got a lot of damage, all of it hasty. The one Regisaur Alpha for 4 mana, we played one. We put 7 power with it, plus the token, plus 4 2 pings with Marauding. So for 4 mana, we put 11 total power on the board. That's pretty good. All of it hasty. Ooh. Devastating, man. Okay, I'm going to have a hard time topping a lot of this. Picture perfect. I didn't even have to play super long to get some pretty cool examples. Yeah. We got 0%. I don't know why that's a tongue twister. 0.6% chance turn 3 hasty Galta going down to 1 against mono red. Whew. I'm just glad I did the math myself. I was just going to take it all almost. And I was very scared to have that stomping ground enter untapped, take 2. But of course it worked out to have 2 bodies. Phew. Hopefully it's not Angels. Oh, absolutely, Pterosaurus. I have major plans for the new Hulking Raptor. It's a lovely body, 5 power, 4 mana. We could play Hulking Raptor on turn 3. Huntmaster on turn 2. Marauding Raptor on turn 3 for 1 red. We're sitting at 2 reduction for all dinosaurs. So on turn 3 we've spent 1 red so far. And then we can pay 2 green to play the fully reduced Hulking Raptor. Give Hulking Raptor haste, attack maybe, if it makes sense to do so. And then, yeah. I'm stunned. It's going to be good. Is this hand going to be good, though? Of course, we don't know what we're playing against. I'm going to try it. We got 23 lands. Let's hope to draw a couple. Huntmaster reducing Wayward. Play a few extras if we get it. Sadly, it does look like it might be Selesnya Angels. We have no of the life gain hate dinosaurs in the list at all. So this might be extra bad. But yeah, I got lots of plans for Hulking Raptor. I've never played against Angels before in my life. However, we don't have extra lands to play, so it doesn't make sense to really go Wayward and Topiary. They don't have removal, really, so I think I'm still going to do that. Technically, Huntmaster is ramp. It's cost reduction. It's kind of like if Topiary had grabbed a land, but we have the potential to be better than a land, because with cost reduction we might play multiple things in a turn, or we might just be dead. We have 1 turn before they get to 27 life. With the Righteous Valkyrie here, as long as they have at least 7 life more than their starting life total, creatures they control get +2/+2. That's not a great time. But we can't play Xenagos. Regisaur Alpha it is. Get up those total permanents. Still 1 away from 10, sadly. Pressure them a wee bit with this Regisaur Alpha. None of their creatures are going to bother blocking, but I don't think. I wish I had Giant Cindermaw or Rampaging Ferocidon. This is my maybe bi-weekly facing Angels once. Or maybe I face them once every week. Certainly I could have 1 or 2 copies of either Giant Cindermaw or Rampaging Ferocidon. With Lead the Stampede digging, there's a pretty good chance to see those silver bullets. I think if I had to choose, it would be Rampaging Ferocidon, because it can also shut down token type decks, stuff that barfs a lot of little things. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, Rampaging Ferocidon deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. So you get a shutdown life gain, but you also get a shut down other stuff. And, maybe we draw something not so good. This could have been good. Oh. Yeah, we're not winning that one. Sometimes, though, I have beat them with Tranix Rex. It does with the Toxic. They haven't accounted for that, for the fact that Tranix Rex connecting, they get 4 more. I've surprised them. They were left at 2, but this connected, and they went to 12, which was very good, Joshua, absolutely. But I don't have enough to play it. We're not going to be making anything happen here. We're not coming back from that. At the very least, we could attack with Wayward. We would get to 10 permanents, but they have a 6/6 Angel, which would trade with it. And, yeah. Too big. Alright, we just have to hope we go as fast as possible. I could possibly bring in Bouncer's Beatdown. Even though it's not black permanence, it's instant speed. Taking out that 1 key Angel, stopping life gain, maybe buying us a turn or 2. It would probably be Righteous Valkyrie. Stop them gaining a bunch of life and stop them being as big as they are. However, having to pay 3 is a lot. I think I'll just hope to go as fast as possible, knowing they don't have much interaction. I can be a little bit riskier in the hands that I keep. Do I like shifting? I'll keep shifting out of there. Shifting, of course, is 4 mana. They likely have Skyclave Apparition, which when it enters can exile a non-land permanent with mana value 4 or less. So they would easily exile that. Shifting there, I imagine. I'm keeping that. Boom. Good. Absolutely. Oh, I'm loving that new removal. 1 mana to basically destroy target creature. It is sorcery speed, but hey, who cares? We have Wayward Swordtooth out. For 1 red, I wish I remembered the name, the Chomp. Something Chomp. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, 1 red with Wayward out, we deal 5 damage to target creature. The See You Later Shieldred. Giada would be nice to take out though. Lots of lands, very good in this matchup, absolutely. Now the question is, this is a good point to see. I can play Wayward to play an extra land, but I might not draw a land next turn. I can play Topiary to also get to 4, the same as if I used Wayward to get to 4 with Secluded. But with Topiary, I leave Secluded in my hand, I know guaranteed I'm going to be at 5 lands next turn, so that is definitely better in that case. Yeah, if I had 2 lands, and I know I had or would have a land at the start of this next coming turn, I'd probably go Wayward. Ooh, okay, that's still pretty good. I can play both Waywards, which is pretty nice. I want to play that extra land, so that's pretty straightforward. We're going to make 6 green. What creature costs 3? What's 3 times 2? 6. There you go. I like it. And they're out already. If I don't play Regis or Alpha, I would get to attack with them, because I'm pretty sure I would get to 10 permanents. Or, of course, we're dead. Okay? We're dead. Yeah, we're just a little dead. Slightly. I'll wait and see what I draw. We get to roll the dice with Lead the Stampede, and, no, it's fun. Well, if you don't have life gain hate, you will die. Sometimes I squeak out a win, but maybe if it was more common. Certainly it's more common in best of one where people definitely don't have life gain hate, because that eats up a valuable spot. But I guess if you're in best of one and you know you're probably going to face this a lot, you probably would have the life gain hate in anticipation. Yeah, I would say more common in best of one. Kind of like Greasefang. People might have graveyard hate in their sideboard, so Greasefang would become a lot worse in game 2 when you bring in that graveyard hate, or the life gain hate, whatever it is. Definitely, certain decks are better depending if it's best of one or best of 3. Well, whatever you have fun with, that's the main thing. Even if it is mono blue mill or blue black mill, more power to you. It's not the most fun thing to face, but variety is the spice of life for most people. Just not myself. I love dinos that much. Although it is getting a little bit hot, I gotta take my sweater off. Alright. Yes, definitely Yawgmoth. 100% Samwise combos, anything with life gain or little creatures. In historic big time with Yawgmoth. Very, very scary. This hand would be scary to keep. It's a no-no. Pretty simple. We got a bunch of kind of costly things in one Castle Garenbrig. So, boom. Alright, there we go. Sends Xenagos to the bottom. The costliest thing. Definitely keep all this cheap stuff. Oh, we got Gruul vehicles with the new Huntsman's Redemption Saga. When it enters, they make a 3/3 beast. The second level, they can sacrifice a creature to search their library for a creature and put it into their hand. And then the third level, oh no, Temur Adventures. Okay. Well, we might be losing this one. I'll just say that. Temur Adventures, very rough stuff. There's a lot of nasty new adventures with the Lucky Clover. Those are doubled. There's a lot of blue adventures that bounce a non-land permanent. So they cast that and they bounce 2 things with this because it's copied. It's very rough to recover from. There, the stomp is doubled for a total of 4. We're bringing in Tranquil Frillback. We're taking out Lucky Clover on site. If they play it, you kill it. Don't ask questions. Don't even think about destroying anything else. A few times tonight. Okay. Oh, there it is. One of the new additions from the Wilds of Eldraine. For 1 in a blue, return target non-land permanents to its owner's hand. But with the Clover, for 2 mana, they return 2 permanents. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Question is, do I like Lead the Stampede? Maybe grabbing Marauding or Huntmaster, which I could play. But likely the stuff would get bounced. I'm going to do it. I'm going to set up for next turn. Oh, there's the Marauding. What did I say? Hopefully it sticks around. If it doesn't, maybe we'll be alright. But I don't think it's sticking around. Either they have an adventure that deals damage and it's going to kill it, or they bounce it. Well, you never know. Cross the fingers. It might not happen. Okay. Yep, they got 3. Oh. Marauding lived. A few. This is good. If we draw another land, we get Regisaur plus Galta for a total of 7 mana. Land. You can do it. Let's land the win. Ooh, it's not a land, but we get to play Tranix Rex. Actually, we get to play Galta. Wayward for 2. Galta for 2. Do I like that? I like that. They don't have much in their hand. Let's just do this. Hope they don't bounce it. If they only have stuff that deals damage, they might not have enough damage to deal with Galta. Although the conniving with the Ledger Shredder, they can draw a card and then discard a card. So if they're digging for a thing to stop my things, well, maybe they just found it. Let's hope not. One turn at least with the queen. Come on, you can do it. Okay, well, pretty painful. Oh, what did I get? Phew, yes, nothing. They don't have much. Nothing to bounce or kill. Alright, we might be safe for a turn. They only have one card left in their hand that we don't know about. Beautiful. Alright. I mean, it's a lot of flying damage, but of course we're potentially going to hit them for a lot next turn, so maybe they don't feel safe attacking with the one Ledger Shredder. We'll see. Don't have too many more turns. Okay, well, it's kind of rough. Oh boy. 2 humans, also kind of painful. I think they'll definitely attack with that. At least that one Ledger Shredder. Maybe. Okay. We'll get them. We got lots of potential options and another land too. Extra good. Now, we could do Lead the Stampede for 3, but we wouldn't be able to play Regis or Alpha. I think it's just got to be Regis or Alpha. Hope for the best. Now. Galta is 12. Somebody has to block Galta a little bit. Rotting 6. Would enough have to block that they can't kill us next turn? That's the question.
Now imagine a shifted hip socket so they can walk upright. The baby was already without a tail. No, that would mean they were changing into yes,
I'm just thinking. You know what? We'll attack with Galta. We'll do a bunch of damage. We should still have enough on the ground to feel pretty good to save ourselves, I think. Hopefully. Oh, interesting. They're blocking with everything. Oh, did not expect that. If I attacked with everything, they would let just a little bit of damage from Galta through. Okay, well, it's alright by me. I took out some creatures, took them down a chunk. Replay the second copy. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm saying. It's like we make Galta have vigilance. That's pretty neat. Beautiful stuff. It's been a long time since I've done this. Attack with the queen and then you play the second copy so you have a version of her out that's untapped. It's like a poor man's vigilance. They gotta have enough. 7. Maybe both Ledger Shredders get +1/+1 tokens. So that'd be 9. Stomp. Takes us out. That's 4 damage. That's gonna do her. Now, either way, problematic. Okay, well, we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna take out that pesky Clover. They have a little bit of interaction. Sometimes they have a lot with the damage and the bouncing and doubled by the clover. But I still want this cost reduction to maybe play Tranquil Throwback a little earlier. And because of the cost reduction, have a little bit of mana left over to pay at least a green to destroy an artifact and get that lucky clover out of the way. Shifting, well, some of their stuff is blue and bouncy. Well, their blue stuff is bounce, so it can't target shifting with protection from blue. Now there's also Bouncer's Beatdown to kill something key. But they got a lot of things anyway, so I'll leave it like that. I like Trainix Rex and Carnage Taunt because they're resilient and they have a lot of bouncing stuff, so maybe they just can't target those things. Always painful when you play a nice big body and the opponent just makes it go away. I'm going to make this hand go away because not quite good enough. Better. Quite a bit better. Pretty sure they have 0 counter spells, so eventually we will get to Tranquil Throwback. Sadly send Trainix Rex to the bottom. Even though we may not have a lot of extra lands to play with Wayward, we'll still keep it there because it's cheap. Maybe reducing the Great Henge if we see it. Oh, we see that third land. So this is actually good. It's working out. Wayward next turn. Play an extra land. Oh, there's the lucky clover. Oh boy. I like it. Lovestruck Beast. Oh, the Edgewall Innkeeper. Oh, more land. Oh, there you go. Beautiful stuff. Tranquil Throwback is going to take that out next turn, so hopefully they haven't done too much adventure things. The Gilded Goose is pretty bad here. They have to tap at least 2 to make a food to have it made. Oh, alright. At least we're making one go away. This could be devastating. They're checking if I could block with it. I can't. I need 10 permanents. That's good. I'll pay an extra 1 just to gain a wee bit of life. Makes sense. Okay, good. Destroy the next one next turn. Extra sweet. Yeah. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Exactly what I could have hoped for. And now hopefully it's a similar turn of events in Game 3 if it does go to that. Yeah. Phew. Man, that's a lot of life. I like it. We should be looking pretty good. We took out 2 clovers. We stopped them copying an adventure 2 times. Ooh. They must be feeling bad about that. Hopefully they don't have a 3rd lucky clover. That would be unlucky. Ugh. Gotta have something. Creature, Bone Crusher, Ledger Shredder. Okay, a little bit of flying. At least they didn't get that down too early. Do I like Lead the Stampede? Kinda. You know what? I'm gonna go for that. We could get a topiary. Okay, a nice mixture of stuff. Very, very good. Hopefully Marauding isn't bounced, but we got a nice setup for sure. Yeah. super duper aggressive. Seems pretty good, especially with all the life that we're sitting on. Hopefully. At a bare minimum, we get to play Tyrannosaurus Rex next turn, no matter what. Don't really need Wayward Swordtooth anymore. That's alright. A wee bit of damage. I mean, a 6/6 is kind of rough. Guess I could keep it in mind. I haven't seen it a whole lot with Adventures, but Shifting Ceratops having protection from blue. Extra sweet. Now, can I go Tyrannosaurus Rex and Tranquil Frillback? 7. No. But I can't go read it now. We're just going with Tyrannosaurus Rex and we're attacking with it. That's what we're doing. Maximum aggression, go, go, go. Yeah. Maybe Horned Locked Whale trades with Marauding. That's okay. Or they double block to take out Tyrannosaurus Rex. Or it just trades with it. That's okay. We take out a big thing. We deal a little bit of damage to them. We'll get the job done. At least this game. Play another Lucky Clover, we kill it. I don't see them getting out of this situation. Maybe they have enough to buy themselves a little bit of time. At least another turn. Lovestruck Beast is pretty big. 5/5. Yeah, I could see them holding back. Regisaur and Tranquil will be good when we play it along with Regisaur Alpha. Just make a bunch of bodies. Play this thing. Even though we have one left over with Castle Garenbrig, Tranquil Frillback isn't an ability. We can't use this extra mana that is sitting there, sadly. I made that mistake once or twice when I started playing it, and it was unfortunate, to say the least. Seeing what trades with what. Okay, go time, go time. Yep, keep up that aggression, keep the bodies down, slap Regisaur Alpha next turn, or Carnage Tyrant because we have Regisaur Alpha out already. So that Carnage Tyrant is going to gain haste. I'm liking the looks of that. Okay. Yeah, that looks all right. Still take a bunch of things out, do a little bit of damage. They're down to 2. They have a few less creatures. We got Regisaur Alpha next turn. The first Regisaur gives the second one haste. 4 bodies are attacking. They got a Gilded Goose. They pretty much can't attack with anything. If they do, of course, that's pretty good. Hopefully they do. We could play Regisaur Alpha plus Galta. I still got a single copy, yeah. I think. Yeah, that's what I cut. It's late. Okay. I do like Regisaur. It's 2 pings. Gets Marauding Raptor to 6 power, which would trade with any of the creatures that they have. Or they bounce or kill. They got Disdainful Stroke. Okay. A stroke of luck, perhaps, for them. They were hoping I was going to play Carnage Taunt. Okay, well, we got some good information. I should have expected some sort of counterspell. Unfortunately, if you're in blue, and chances are at least they would have maybe a few in the sideboard for pesky things like this. Big scary creatures. Do it. You know you wanna. I'm fine taking 5. We're still at a lovely 22. I mean, it's no Great Henge. It's not so great. Lead the Stampede would be pretty good. We've seen 1. There's 3 more Lead the Stampedes coming up. And we're almost a third of the way through the deck. Pretty good chance to see it, I would imagine. Pretty sure Carnage Taunt and that Ledger Shredder would trade. Lovestruck Beast would trade with one of the 4/4s, and yeah, I'm gonna wait just in case I draw Lead the Stampede or the Great Henge or something else that I want to have haste, and I want Regis or Alpha to give it haste, or the Xenagos. I think I kept a single copy of Xenagos in. Yeah. Doubling Carnage Taunt, giving it +7/+7. That would be heaven. Seems like they're flooding out a little bit too. That might be alright. Oh, sometimes it's bad, but if you have lots of big scary dinos, you know your top decks are good. Either I get a big scary thing, or I get a Lead the Stampede to get me that thing, or I get the Great Henge to play it for 2 with Carnage Taunt to play Huntmaster and draw, and Marauding and draw, and Galta, haste. My top decks could be probably better than theirs. And they're still pretty low. Maybe they'll be a little bit more aggressive because they're at 8 now. It could be rough. That's not what I want. Well, at least it is Huntmaster, Marauding. Take a little bit of damage with this Scalding Viper. Gotta do what we gotta do. Of course, Scalding Viper bouncing and then dealing damage, not so fun. Okay, well, still looking alright. Sit back, relax, and hope to barf a bunch of stuff. I'll lead this Stampede for 3. We'd still be left with 5 mana. 6 green, actually. If we spend 3, we could still do Castle Garenbrig's ability. Oh, the Tranquil Frillback, well, that's what I'm doing, and hopefully they don't have too much painful stuff. Might as well spend 2 green. I don't have anything else to spend it on. Gain 4 life, exile their graveyard. Not that they do a whole lot with their graveyard, but okay. At least they didn't have an artifact. I was kind of worried about that. There's the food. Alright. Just gotta wait. We'll get there. Patience. Draw more lands. I love it. Oh, there's still not a... Oh, we got it. We got it. Okay. Okay, no disdainful stroke. No disdainful stroke. No, nothing to destroy an artifact. Nothing to bounce a non-land permanent. Oh, here goes nothing, folks. Oh boy, and watch us draw 2 lands on the next turns if this happens. Okay, strap yourselves in. We're seeing the single copy of the Great Henge. Nothing to bounce. You can do it. That's all I ask for. Chandra, okay. Okay, that's could be bad. Doubling the instant or sorcery that they play if that is what they have in their hand. Okay. It's only a stomp. That's not the worst thing in the world. A stomp or exiling 2. They're going to stomp Redisor. Phew. Okay. We might still get them. We got 2 cost reduction for all dinosaurs with Huntmaster and Marauding. We could draw Reggisaur, lead the Stampede to get a bunch of stuff, to play a bunch because of the cost reduction. We could kill him next turn if everything goes okay. No lands. Gonna need everybody to cross their fingers. Boy. Oh, here goes nothing. Oh, yes, the best thing. Survives the Marauding Raptor ping. Here goes nothing. Creature. Oh, it's not a creature. Okay, well. The next turn we'll draw a creature and it'll be a creature. Or it'll be a Lead the Stampede. Anything. Chandra Hope speaking is going to be pretty rough. They'll keep doing her +1, exiling the top 5 cards, casting one of those instant or adventure sorceries, doubling it, doing a lot of nasty stuff, maybe taking out Marauding, Huntmaster, one of those things. Yeah, okay, that's all right. We still got 2 Huntmasters. We still got 2 cost reduction. That still could mean a lot of things are coming in hot. We're still at 26 life. That's okay. No more lands. No more lands. You can do it. Sing it with me. Creature. Oh, we got a creature. Okay. We got to set up. We'll do Castle Garenbrig's ability. We'll make 6 green out of the way, just so we don't forget to use it if we draw a lot. Oh, we got another land. That's not so great. Okay, well, I could send the Carnage Tyrant that's kind of big towards Chandra. Could send both. A bunch of stuff would block to kill them. Well, you know what? I'm going to send this one. I'm going to see what happens. I like it being 8 power, which it could trade with the Ledger Shredder, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be a bunch of other stuff that combines to kill it. That's okay. Oh, okay. I like that. Now, that would have been good. Ooh, 2 Bone Crusher Giants. Yeah, that's not so bad. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. That's pretty good. That's okay. So for 4 mana, we drew a card and we took out 2 creatures. That's not the worst thing in the world. I'll take it. I just hope they don't get anything too nasty. That's the -X is going to be bad. -X dealing X damage to each of up to 2 targets. 3 for 2. Yeah, JDX. The math is hard. A 3 for 2. We played a thing. We drew a card to replace it and took out 2 of the opponent's creatures. Yes. Dinosaurs have trouble doing math sometimes. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, well, we're getting there. No more lands. We got 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. You never know. That's your least favorite clip. Okay, well, that's all right. Everybody has to have a least favorite, I guess. Maybe it is my favorite because there isn't a lot of context. But mainly it's because I have a hard time doing math. The baby dinosaurs smack me in the head. I have a hard time thinking because I'm being hit with a spoon. So I can't do those calculations and deep thought. There's the context. When I'm having trouble thinking, I think that's when I most want to use it. A suggestion, okay, well, you have some pretty good suggestions. Oh, well, it's pretty hard to top John Cena, but I'm all ears. Oh, they're being very aggressive. What are they doing? That seems like an oops. What are they able to play? Okay. I'll, yeah. They accidentally attacked. And we didn't get, sadly, a creature. Again. Oh.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
That's what I'm asking myself. What was going on? Huh. Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. Okay, I'll write that down. Bear with me 1 second. If you're new here, I'll take any suggestions. If you have a meme or a little bit of a clip that you think I could use at a certain spot, like the ruthless aggression or, Willy Wonka.
You won! You did it!
We did certainly win, but yeah, if you got ideas, you're like, ooh, I like this video, I like this little part, wrestling, music, whatever, as long as it's a couple of seconds. I haven't had any trouble with the clips that I've added so far, but that does sound pretty good. The thumbtacks. Thumbtacks. Hopefully it was a fake one. I know sometimes they actually do get hurt when they wrestle, and sometimes those reactions are pretty funny. Yeah, do I want... No, I'm not sideboarding. What am I thinking? I already sideboarded before. Tranquil Throwback is staying in. Okay. A real... Oh, okay. Not a prop. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I figured some of the stuff was real. Some of it was a prop. But, yeah. All right. I imagine some of the stuff that is a prop is still pretty painful to land on. Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely going to look at it. 100%. We had a lot of lands. We had a Hunt Master. Seemed quite lovely. Lead the Stampede, Regis or Alpha. Very reasonable, even though, of course, we're not seeing Tranquil Throwback. To get that Lucky Clover gone. They haven't played one, fortunately. Hopefully that continues to be the case. I don't want them doubling their adventures. Backlash. Okay, I'll write that down too. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to find particular clips. Usually I'm pretty fast. There you go. We had enough lands and we got through the flood. Even though we didn't grab something. We got 5 turns ahead to grab something that hopefully we can play. So it's not all bad. There is still a silver lining. Yeah, backlash, okay. Alrighty. I'm liking the looks of this. We got a chance. Oh, look. We would have been waiting and drawing lands, and now we get to play Huntmaster. They only have 1 mana, so maybe it's dies or it's stomped. Bone Crusher. No, they already used Bone Crusher, I think. Yeah. Even if Huntmaster dies, we still get to play Rakdos. We'll be at the 5th land. Oh, next turn. Good. Very good. Oh, they're still stumbling in the land department. Good stuff. We got Rakdos. Hasty. Threatening Balloona. We won't attack with the 3/3, of course, because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's go. Get her done. Have some fun. Make a pun. We have enough lands at this point, that's for sure. We can play Tyrannix Rex no matter what. Carnage Tyrant, another Rakdos. Lovely stuff. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Spreading out all the pressure and the pain. It's kind of like sitting on a bed of nails, something like that. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Rakdos. I think I'll still play Tranquil Throwback to be as aggressive as humanly possible. There is no thing to block. There's nothing to destroy. I'm going all in. They're down to 14. You know what it calls for.
Ruthless aggression.
Yeah. Fine by me. Take them down as low as possible, as fast as possible. We get to Lead the Stampede next turn. We'll be left with at least 4 mana. We could play a Galta quite reasonably. Make sure we do them in. How best to land on Tax? I never would have considered that question. Oh boy, are they done for? Potentially. We draw. Oh, just about anything. All right. Yep, play the land. Good stuff. Tranquil Throwback is a 3/3. Hasty. Whoopee. Okay. Gain for life. Exile the graveyard. Let's go. Go. They lose all the questing druids and the Bone Crusher giants. That's gotta be it. Gotta be. They won't have much left. Fortunately, we're taking out the questing druids before the questing druids get too big. They got one. We'll get her done.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Got him. Maybe. They're not bouncing multiple things. They don't have a lucky clover. Is it over? Oh, okay. 4 creatures. Trample. We'll see. Go. Okay, well. Maybe watch that. I'll check out the clip afterwards. If I've forgotten to for whatever reason, remind me. Okay. They don't have a 1/1. Lovestruck Beast can't attack. I think that's pretty good. They have a little bit less mana. Alright, no more lands. Oh, they got rid of the lucky clover. That is pretty good. I like it. Ugh. No more lands. Okay, well, I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't have a good shock one. Yeah. I guess this one could be used for shock. Nah, I think I need something for being shocked, yeah. Come to think of it. Yeah. Well, that tends to do the trick. I don't think we're coming back from this. Sadly, Chandra to take out both creatures. Sometimes you don't get the job done. Nuts. You just you draw a bunch of lands. Lead the Stampede. Is that going to help? Would have helped maybe 2 turns previously. It's all right. I mean, I did casually draw 5 for 3. I like it. Certainly Castle Garenberg. Everything we have requires green. We got a total of 7. What makes sense? 2 Topiary Stompers? Carnage Town? Yeah, 2 Topiary Stompers. Let's get even more basics. Let's reduce the chance of seeing a land next turn. And, yeah, it would be the perfect time for it. 100% when Chandra took out both of those things. But I think I like this instead. Okay, that's a lot. I like having 2 blockers. We get to play Carnage Torrent and Galta. Possibly both Carnage Torrent and Galta next turn. 12. We can make a lot of mana. I think we can make 14. Never mind. They're going to stomp, get rid of a Topiary. We've got about 1 turn left. The Great Henge would have been pretty great, but you never know. We got the job done in an unexpected way the previous game. They're at 1. At least might play it out. We got a slim possibility. Maybe they'll feel extra aggressive, and then we get a Tyrannix Rex. We slap that down. They're open. Could happen. Yeah. Attack with everything. Do it. You know you wanna. Oh boy. I don't think they're gonna do that. They know none of the stuff we have has hate. Okay, they're being safe. Pretty safe. Alright, here, round 2 again. Nuts. Topiary. Hopiary. Save that disdainful stroke for something bigger. Galta, I would imagine. They see her. We know what's going to happen. Now, worth a shot. 1 more damage. Where is that T-Rex? Tyrannix Rex. Maybe I cut him. I would expect to see one. I must have cut him. Oh, no, he's still in. Okay, yeah. No, so we still haven't seen a single copy yet. Well, Carnage Tyrant it is. Hope for the best. We know what's going to happen to Galta. Sadly. Do I want to take 2 to just have her countered? Nah, I'm not going to bother. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Take 2 for basically nothing. I imagine we're dead next turn, but you never know. Chandra Hope's Beacon, the -X for 2 damage. Ledger Shredder 4, so that's 6. Yeah. They exiled a whole lot of nothing, fortunately. Phew. Game's taken quite a bit longer than I would have hoped for. Okay, that's pretty good. They got the horned locked whale. Copying that, well, they refilled their hand pretty darn good. Oh boy. Where's the Great Henge when you need it? That'd be pretty great. Oh no, what am I thinking? Stomp does us in. That's alright. Exactly lethal for sure with the Ledger Shredder, but also the other creatures that they have. Yeah, nuts. Not much more you can do about that. Alright. Leave it there for tonight. Just past 2 hours. Pretty good. Right on the button. Midnight. Whew. We had some fantastic examples overall. Sometimes you just run into painful, sticky situations like that. Wait. Oh, okay. What am I waiting for? I'm not going. Okay. I'm not gone yet. That's why I wait a second, just in case you guys have any suggestions or whatever. The clip. Okay. You know what? I'll look for the clip. I'll leave the list up as I search for it. It shouldn't take me too long, I don't think. Now, I might cut a land. We'll see. Certainly seems like I get enough of them. And with the cost reduction and the ramping of Topiary and Castle Garenbrig, sometimes we have 5 lands, but we make 6 mana. We make an extra mana than the total number of lands that are out. And the Great Henge, sometimes it ramps as well. Yeah, okay. I'm going to look up that clip. We're not gone quite yet. Actually, I'll look it up on my phone. What am I thinking? That's better. That's usually how I like to make my clips. I search for it, record the screen, put it all together. Cactus Jack, okay. Backlash Thumbtacks. We'll get there. Okay. I found it right away. Throw it up on the browser here. 1 second. Thumbtack. I try my best to, accommodate your guys' requests. If anybody's watching that wants to say this is bad or you're going to strike me, I'm sorry. I'm trying to use fair use, all that stuff. I mean no harm. The rights and distribution, whatever, is solely the property of the WWE or WWF. I like WWF how it used to be, but WWE Wrestling Federation, I do not own anything that you guys are about to see. Okay. Let me just slap in a window capture. Yeah, we'll do a window capture. Thumbtacks. Boom. Right. I should really turn off the music because that would kind of clash. Volumes maxed. Okay. Prepare yourselves. Oh, this is a good one. Oh man. Ooh. That would take some time to recover from. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Well, I guess it's all over at that point. Hopefully you got a little bit of a bonus. Oh, okay, we're watching it again. Oh no, that's... Whew. Okay. There it is. Again, I mean, no ill will. That is not the property of my stuff. Fair use, whatever. It's a short clip, but if I did something bad, I am profusely sorry, and I will never do something so terrible like that again. There you go. Yeah, I could see myself using it. As long as, it doesn't get caught up in the, that's a copyright claim, and that's so bad you reused a short clip. You're not making original content. I think when some people's content is always reused, only reacting to other stuff, then you can make that claim. But when it's like, 30 seconds, but the majority is, me playing a game, talking to you guys, having some music. Yeah. Ended up winning that match. Oh, okay. I would have assumed you'd walk out, you'd take your loss, and it wasn't man enough. That's extra funny, actually. It's pretty hard to be not man enough after you sustain an injury like that. Of course, we were pretty badly injured against that Temur Adventures, but we had a thing to beat them, and it just didn't quite come together. All right, I do appreciate it, JDX. I'm glad I found that clip as fast as I could. Hopefully you have a good night, or any of you watching right now, later on, have a good rest of your time zone, whenever it is, wherever it is. Yeah, that is good. I know sometimes it's actual drama backstage. People don't get along. Hopefully we get along as much as possible. You can always have a good time, win or lose. Doesn't matter. You're still living. Hopefully you have a roof over your head. If you don't, I hope your situation improves, but yeah. Okay. Well, at least thanks for joining me. Whenever it is, later on, years from now, if you're seeing this, have a good night. Peace. Guess I should turn the music on. I like the music when it ends. Come back. Yeah, that makes sense to finish things off. Okay.